Hi guys, I just want to give you guys a quick word. I just want to say that God has been really pushing me lately to speak a lot about confidence. And I want to just say something. Many of you guys, you have grieved for a very long time. A lot of the grieving was unnecessary. And a lot of you guys have grieved your personality, your traits, who you used to be, because of all the stuff that you've been through. You feel like you had to lock yourself up away for a long time. I want to just tell you guys to be patient with yourself, okay? Be patient with yourself, because a lot of the times the enemy likes to play mind games on us. The devil likes to make us think that no matter what we do, we're not doing good enough. And a lot of you guys are working hard and doing what it is that you have to do, but you feel like it's not good enough. You feel like no matter what, you're not able to see any type of result, and you feel like you're not doing the best that you can, and you are. You are, and although we are in this race, like Paul said, because God talked to me about Paul last night, and I'm like, God, why did you say Paul? Now it makes sense. Although Paul said we are in a race and we're getting to the finish line, there's no time frame as to when you're supposed to reach the finish line. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, when people run a race, there's usually a timer that tells you the race has to be done by this time, right? If God hasn't given you a timer on your life journey, you know what I mean? I know we're all gonna be done, we're all gonna leave here eventually, but if God has given you prophecy and he has shown you certain things and he has not said to you, this has to be done by here or this time or that time, don't put too much pressure on yourself. I know sometimes it may seem like you're not doing good enough, and it may seem like your hard work is going to waste. Your hard work isn't going unnoticed. Your hard work is being noticed from God, okay? And I want to just say something. Think back to a time when you really wanted something. Let me just say this. As human beings, it's like we always want more. We always want more. We can have a goal, we achieve that goal, we create a new goal. We achieve that goal, we create a new goal. We want something, we get it. We want something else, we get it. It's like we're never really satisfied. We're never really satisfied. And when you are a child of God and you are humble and you're living through humility, you will be humble even with the little bit that you get, and God will always upgrade you and God will always give you more. Do you see what I'm saying? But sometimes because we set certain expectations for ourselves and we feel like we have to get there or be there ASAP, we tend to feel like we're failing ourselves if we're not meeting these specific expectations. And I want to remind you guys that it's not just on our time, it's on God's time, 1. 2, I want to also remind you that things do take time, okay? Things do take time. A lot of times we put a lot of unnecessary pressure on ourselves because we want to meet our own expectations, where if we just be still and we just let God handle everything. And be still does not mean just sitting down doing nothing. No, be still means in your walk of life, in the process of you moving in this race, right? Take it one day at a time and do not put too much pressure on yourself, and allow God to work on things. Allow God to lead you and establish your footsteps in the direction you need to go in and where you need to be, without the anxiety and without the pressure, right? Remember how a lot of you guys wanted to move out wherever you're living now. You wanted to move out. You wanted your own place so badly. You pressured yourself to get it, and you finally got it, for those in this position. And then you got it and you're like, what now? And you looked for something else to pressure yourself about. Same concept with other things. Starting a business. You finally started it. Now you're pressuring yourself to do something else. You see what I'm saying? Take time and remember that no matter what happens, if God shows you an outcome of something and shows you a prophecy, you're always going to be on your way there, as long as you're obedient and doing what you need to do. It is not a race to hurry up and to get there. You got to take your time, okay? I used this analogy in the past, and I'm going to use it again. It's like seeing yourself every day in the mirror, right? It's like every day you see yourself in the mirror, you notice every single thing about yourself. Well, you think certain things are flaws when they're not even flaws. So you may see something and think it's a flaw and like, oh, I gotta fix this, or I don't like this pimple, I gotta fix my hair, and it's not even bad. But because you see yourself every day, you are highly critical of yourself because you see yourself every day. Do you see what I'm saying? And then the more and more you take better care of your skin, better care of your hair and all of that, other people may notice that you look a lot better, but you will still look for something that you have to change. Okay, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't wear this color. It looks really bad. Or maybe, do you see what I'm saying? You're highly critical of yourself, where other people may not even notice types of flaws that you think are flaws, right? So the point of me saying this is it's the same concept with your everyday life when it comes to work, when it comes to things that you have to do to get towards your prophecy. Think back to a time in the past, where you said you wanted to achieve something and you finally achieved it. And after you achieved it, you felt like, wow, that's it. What's next? You see what I'm saying? There's people that are looking at you and wondering how you are doing what you're doing. There's people that they may not tell you, but there's people that look at you and wonder how you achieved fighting through the warfare, how you're still running in the race. There's people that put you through a lot. There's people that try to block you and keep you stuck in the race that are wondering how you surpassed them. There's people that attacked you that are wondering how you survived that attack. There's people that done witchcraft and rituals on you to try to take you out, and they're wondering how you're still alive. There's people who did things to you to take your energy, to drain you, and wondering why you're still energetic. There's people that look up to you and are wondering how you're still going. And you see, because you see yourself every day, you may not even notice how far you've come because you're the one walking in your shoes. You're living it. So you're so focused on how hard it is to move forward and how much you need to hurry up and move forward, you'd even realize that you've already achieved multiple things. And you've literally achieved it without even giving yourself any recognition about it. You just said, okay, on to the next. Okay, on to the next, on to the... Every day is an achievement. Everything you do in your day is an achievement. You go to the grocery store, buy groceries, that's an achievement. You get up in the morning after having a spiritual battle in the nighttime, that's an achievement. You get up and go to work even though you fought warfare, that's an achievement. You get up and you get to the gym even though you are drained and tired, that's an achievement. See, it's like we take the little things in life for granted because we're so focused on, I want the big thing, not realizing that every little thing you do in your day is going to lead you to that big thing. That momentum that you have going is going to ultimately lead you to where God needs you to be. But you got to be easy on yourself and not pressure yourself. You see what I'm saying? If you look back at your past, there's places and environments or things that you went through that you thought you never would have made it through. Back in the day, there's a lot of things that you have today that you said you wish you had back then and you have it now. Right? So I have to remind you guys, just, be grateful for being in the moment, and be grateful for what's going on now and for being able to continue on the journey. There's people that, listen, if you are not doing so well, people would not be trying to attack you. People will not be doing spell work on you. People will not be trying to block you. If people did not see your potential, they wouldn't be doing this stuff, right? There's people who look up to you that may not tell you, but be watching you on the sidelines, whether you have kids watching you on the sidelines, whether you have family on the sidelines, whether you have friends or associates at work that are watching you on the sideline wondering how you do it. And you may not even be aware of that because you may be picking on yourself every single day, nitpicking at yourself, looking for things to complain about when it comes to yourself and what you didn't do for the day, etc., etc. And there's people looking at you like, man, I wish I was in his position, or I wish I was in her position, or I wish I had the strength like him or strength like her. Even the very people that put you through things that couldn't handle if it was done to them are wondering how you have this much strength to get through your days and get through your months and get through your years. So it's very important to not put too much pressure on yourself, and remember that, you know, you gotta just take things one day at a time. And don't look at what you don't have and what you want to have in the future but you don't have right now. Just go with the flow, go with the pace. Allow God to establish your footsteps. Eventually he will lead you to where it is that you need to be. I know for a fact because I just did a photo shoot, and 2 years ago God showed me the vision of the recent photo shoot I just did. 2 years ago, he showed me that. And when he showed it to me 2 years ago, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I was pressuring myself and everything, and it didn't get done at the time. But I noticed that when I'm not putting too much pressure on myself to get it done, just going with the flow, the idea will come back here and there, but I never had that nudge to work towards it. It's when I felt that nudge to work towards it, everything started falling into place at the right time. So it's not that I was supposed to do it back then and didn't get it done because I was not inspired. It was more like it just wasn't the right time. But God showed me ahead of time to let me know, hey, this is what you're working towards. Do you see what I'm saying? And it just happened at the right time. So the point of me saying that is, when you look at your surroundings and when you look at yourself and when you look at the things that you're working on and you realize, wow, it's not where I want it to be, don't put too much pressure on yourself and don't beat yourself up. Just take it one day at a time and work towards it. Because I'm telling you, at the right time, you're going to notice everything is falling into place and it's going to align with God's prophecy for you. Okay, so take your time and be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Okay, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.